All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Avowed. This will be a new series on the channel that we'll be doing together. Diving straight in here, won't waste any time. I don't know much about Avowed, but with that in mind, we'll go through it together. So we'll start up a new game here. The music is a little bit loud, so hopefully it doesn't drown me out too bad. We'll do the intro, then we'll get started here in a second. I'll continue with what I'm saying.
Reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adieran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adieran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And
That guy looks cool.
In my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
That was a pretty cool intro. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not know there was gonna be character customization, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the character customization real quick, pick something pretty basic, pretty straightforward here, and then I will cut back here when we are good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've got. This is what we come up with. I went with kind of a more, it felt a little like almost medieval style, which I know it is, but it felt a little, made me feel like a Viking style almost. So I tried to make as close as they had in options towards like almost a Viking. I will say I'm not usually a fan of things on my face regarding like this. By default, these are off. I really haven't changed any settings. You can turn off the face thing, but I figured, hey, you know, part of the whole game was supposed to be this whole you've been touched by gods. I do think that if I had the options, I probably would feel like there should be a few more like cooler options available. I feel like these are kind of cheesy for like what's available. But that being said, I went with something that wasn't super over the top, just to say the least. For the voice, we went with the fourth voice here. This one, we chose the background for Court Aguilar. It was either that or I think the other option was War Heroes, what I was looking at regarding like your background. I think it determines, it says your dialogue options. I felt like this might be a little bit more interesting rather than just your generic war hero. So went with more of the people are afraid of your mystic powers kind of deal here. So that's what we ended with. I did reduce some of the attributes from 3 to 2 in order to give myself one extra, I guess, strength here. I'll show you the roles here. One extra might, so character's physical and spiritual strength, 1 constitution for max health. Then we have 2 in the rest of these categories being stamina, mana, crit chance, and attack speed. I don't know what kind of playstyle I want to go in this. Usually I'm very much a brawler, like let's go in guns blazing, but I figured I really haven't played one of these games in a long time. Maybe something along the lines of a stealth or mage build, like a battle mage build would be kind of fun. So I think that's what I'm going to try to build my build towards here, if that's something that we do in this game. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right on in here. Name, we'll just change it to Red, since that's what we have here. Envoy is a bit odd, but I like it. Also sounds like something this world would have. So we'll go ahead and get started here, and we'll jump right on in. I assume there'll be more cutscenes, so as the cutscenes go on, we'll begin talking again here at the end. I don't know what that is, but it looks kind of cute, and I kind of want one. Oh, you know, there's that video of one of those things. Is it a lemur? It's not a lemur. It's something similar to a lemur, though, but that makes some weird sounds. Anybody knows what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. Actually, that'd be crazy if you could tell me what it is, because I can't find that video. It's creepy. It's like this tiny, it's like a tiny little thing that can like hold itself on a stick, and it just makes weird sounds. But it looks just like this.
What do you know of the living
Aw.
lands?
Don't know what that was.
The tales are so vexing, they cannot be true, and yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches. Its foul tendrils reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Interesting that they call them the lands of the living. It very much seems like the Deadlands. Like everything seems like it's kind of dying over there. Like this feels like a zombie kind of game. I thought this was like a fantasy game. I guess technically zombies are slightly fantasy, but okay. Looks like we have loaded in here. Yes, the good old let's wake up on a beach, slightly disorientated. Start here. All right, looks like we're up and going. So yeah, so Avowed's been on my look list here for a little while. I think it did itself an injustice of, oh lord, I think it did itself an injustice of coming out at a really bad time, in my opinion, for what was coming out around it. I think it had, let's see, we had Monster Hunter Wilds coming out, which have enjoyed that a lot. We've had Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 coming out, which I know that one was really big. A lot of people were looking forward to that. So with both of those kind of out in front of it, I think it just had an awkward timing release, followed by Assassin's Creed Shadows here. So the sensitivity's a little high, so we'll probably change that down here in a second. But we'll talk to this guy here. Hey, we have the same beard.
I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch.
All right, we make it out of this live. The Emperor will certainly have questions. I'm impressed you dragged me out of that wreck. I feel like maybe I'm impressed you managed to drag me out of that wreck. I'd be like,
The journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't.
let's start with names. Let's start with names.
The name's Garrick, sir. Quarter gunner, 3rd Adheran Fleet.
I owe you for saving my life.
It's an honor to serve with you. I've been here before. We've got an outpost on this island, but
So are they also god touched because they're all blue and furry? That doesn't seem like a very normal human type thing. So let's see. I've been here before, but we've got an outpost on the island. But what the soldier on this place can help us. I thought we were going to living lands with our looks to serve it. Something that right here is it? Yeah.
I saw Flash's envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire, and it could only have come from that fort up the hill. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen unless...
They're infected. Or, oh. See, look at that. Our background already coming in handy here, so.
That's what I'm afraid of too.
I was going to say, I guess that does make sense. They were probably corrupted. Or I was thinking it was an enemy nation, but I guess we're the only one, huh? Yes. All right. Investigate the Soul Plague. Hold on, one of the people who attacked us. Then we have to go to the mainland. The mission goes, hold on. What about the people who attacked us?
We may not be through with them. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape.
So the people who shot at us are our only means of escape. That's true.
They'll need our help.
Okay, that makes sense. Follow me. We'll get through this together. We'll do what we can for them. Let's go. Yeah, let's do this.
Thank you.
I wonder what this 2 out of 1, 1 out of 1. Like you need a minimum of 1, but you have 2.
We can be on our way.
Wouldn't that just like be an option then at that point?
It's no good to
For crewing. Take and take.
Some supplies survived.
Tab to equip a weapon. Okay, so I did change some settings in here as well, which was to make things a little bit more legible for YouTube, of course, as you guys are watching. So whenever these kinds of things pop up, they're going to be in like a super contrast mode here, so it just means it's going to be super readable. So your 2 weapon loadouts can be swapped by holding left alt. Okay, press left or right button, equip select the weapon in the main hand or offhand. Armor clothing equipped by left or right, or transmog. Okay. All armor grants damage reduction, which negates a percentage of incoming damage, and additional reduction number subtracts a raw number from incoming damage. So you want additional on top of whatever you're met, right? Okay, so each piece of clothing provides. Gotcha. Cool. Inventory. Print. Is this left click like this one? Oh. Oh, I guess I don't have an option, huh? That's okay. Secondary. I see. Left or right. So can I do left click? Yes. Cool. And with that, let's do a quick change on settings here. That's a little bit better here. Yes, we do. Can I loot bodies? Is that something we can do? I feel like these types of games always have something at the very start here. Like what is this? What is this giant, colorful thing here? Can I hit this? No, I cannot. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do that. Your health is low. Drink a health potion. There is a radio. Consumable 3 options. Health potion. Oh, cool. Okay, so it does pause the game when I do that as well. Slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see. What is Q? Out of item. And this is gonna be. I see. Okay. Silver finning sounds about right. Ooh. Okay, so we can break boxes. Can I break all these boxes then? What is this? Okay. Okay. Look, you can't be doing this to me because I am a fiend for collecting things in games. Whenever there's the ability to break things, I'm like, ooh, yes, please. Let me break everything and collect everything. Anybody alive? Are you all dead? I guess everybody's dead here, huh? I will say that this game looks fantastic so far. I have to say I'm very surprised. Altogether, I'm running on PC, but I do have a pretty decent PC for this, so move forward here. So the next couple of games I was actually looking at trying is I'm thinking altogether I want to try Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've been told, I guess, by some friends that it's actually pretty good. Disregarding all the drama around it anyway. I'm gonna take this. Hold to eat. Okay, we can take. Ooh. I've heard it's pretty good. Can I? Ooh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can. Can I harvest you? No, I just killed that. I just killed that little thing. I'm so sorry. I want to try Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then tomorrow we have Atomfall coming out. That I'm also excited for. I'm going into this game and Atomfall relatively. Goes on the upper left-hand corner. Nearby enemies. Other helpful information. Oh, I wonder if there's a way to increase. Yeet. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, at least the blocking is actually okay in regards to responsiveness. It's pretty quick. Woo. Now the hits do feel pretty meaty when you hit something, so I like that. But I am... Okay, so it's pretty instant. It takes stamina to block, so we might be doing a lot of blocking in this, so maybe I do need more stamina. Itemfall in this game. I'm going into them relatively blind altogether, so... You know, I feel like... Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, that's a... Are you also a trap? That looks like a trap to me. Oh, maybe that is the trap right there. You connected? You know? Alright, disarm that as well. A lot of them apparently. So this will be a fun experience going into these completely blind here. I'm just gonna grab everything that I can as we're doing these, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm very much an explore everything. Oh lord, ladders are so slow. I'm very much an explore everything, gather everything. I like playing through games relatively blind to experience it on my own without knowing everything that's coming my way. So I plan to do that as well for Itemfall. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Chigurin's notes. All right, good enough. If y'all want to read this, you can pause the video here. I won't read through it too much just because for the sake of time and entertainment purposes, we'll go through that. Okay, I can walk through it.
They've torn the place apart from the inside. Did they? Were they fighting each other? Envoy, I don't like this.
Look, man, I don't like this any more than you do, but you know, unfortunately, I don't think there's much of an option here. That being said, I do hope there is an element of stealth in this.
What's that on their face?
Well, he looks God-touched like me. I feel like that was one of the options, wasn't it? Pillars of Eternity. All right, same thing here. If you want to read this, I'll pause that. That'll just be the case for everything here, but we'll scroll through it a little bit. When you find yourself in the presence of Aedra, take a moment to ponder your place in the Great Wheel. Consider you were.
I remember some of the soldiers praying around that Aedra pillar. Hope it helped.
Ah, yes. Breakable rooms with loot. Love that. Same thing there. You can read that if you want, but I do want to look around. Oh my god, dude. There's actually so many notes here. It's kind of crazy. That being said, I think there is some more lootable stuff in here, right? Here we go. Nice stew added to the inventory. Can I open this? No? Nothing? Alright. I know. That's a lot of stuff. I gotta collect everything at the start. It usually makes a big difference. I can now apply a shield, right? Common round shield. Yes. Okay, that should help, I assume, with blocking and reducing stamina usage, yeah? Alright, with that, I think we're... Well, something over here. Was it... Can I... No? Okay. It looked like something that was breakable. It had colorful lights all over it. One more check. Yep. Figured there'd be some stuff over here. Alright, I'm grabbing the rest of this, and I promise we will move forward here now. I know this dude's probably like, man, I thought we were here to do a mission. I swear we are. I will say, again, I'm very impressed with how smooth it's running. I feel like games like this, I guess it's kind of Skyrim-esque, so Skyrim ran pretty well, so. Oh, okay, all right, we got a dude here. What was this thing, right? This thing, and then we could do, how much health is this gonna restore? 70 health regeneration, 70 essence regeneration, 15 health, and 15 essence. Let's do that, just to get a little extra. Ooh, briefly hold and release to perform a power attack. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so you have to do power attacks to break through a shield. Ooh. Health is low. Ooh, my health is low. Look, it was a joke, bro. It was a joke. There we go. Oh, shit. Yeet. Okay, so now I can heal, right, with that. Okay, so that should work. All right, go over here and beat the crap out of this lizard, bro. Yeah. Oh my god, I love that they go flying. Honestly, that's gonna be so addictive. I will say, the melee, like hitting somebody in this game, feels extremely satisfying. Like it hits. When you hit something, it hits. Getting used to the combat though will be a bit interesting. Dude, another one? What? Hold power attack to deal higher damage, breaking enemies' legs and consume more stamina. Yeah, I see that. Yeet. That was a combo, bro.
Guess you've got mine.
Look, man, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I did that. That seems kind of crazy to me. Now, that being said, there's stuff in here for sure. We'll go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. I'm sure we can climb up here. This looks like it was climbable. One thing you can always count on in games like this is that if there are extra areas, they always have loot in them. It's always very nice. That's what I used to enjoy about the old Gears games. When searching for the dog tags, you're like, you know what? That seems like an area that I would hide a nice dog tag at. And sure enough, it would they would be there. So I guess you can walk into these. Let's try walking into them real quick. Break this body first here real quick.
Up there.
More health potions, yes.
That'll do it. Burn right through the brush. If we can get it down there.
Fire damage can be had. Spells. Here, okay. How do I do that? Do I have magic? I can use magic, right? Okay. I need to cause fire damage, so let's. Oh.
Over here. Help! I'm locked in.
Hold on. Let me break boxes first. It's more important than you. Oh, it's barred. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's a dodge sideways. Okay. Yeet. Perfect. I like that it picks it up for you automatically as you do this. Yes. Drop into here real quick. You guys can read this again if you would like to pause. You absolutely can. Oh, the key. Perfect. Can I open this? Can. Jail's key. Okay, I assume that's for her. With that, we're just gonna take everything. That looks like everything to me. Unlock this. Hey, brother. I got the door open for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I should probably unlock her door, yeah?
Wait, you can't just let her out without asking who she is.
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever.
Easy. He's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face?
Hey,
Turned your
excuse
soul
me.
into anything?
That's
Why'd she say it like that?
Never seen one of your kind before. I always heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
You know, I've encountered more curses than you ever will. This isn't one. You know, I feel like that's kind of a dick move to say, but she was kind of a dick to me first, so.
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial? Shite, I should have known you were a Deerans too. Funny you survived while all your friends here went belly up.
Nice. Do we have a problem?
One less Adirran ship, as far as I'm concerned. Adir's had their boot on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
Alright, let's see. If my people check so much for good reason, I had nothing to do with that. Can you give me the benefit of the doubt? Paradise can't be that bad. Enough, we have to get off the side. Look, it's better to be in favor with the people that are here, right? Like, we should probably be getting into their favor.
I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other.
Right, could soldiers have soul plague the Emperor sent me to investigate? Actually, that's probably a good question to ask, so.
The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep.
You saw that from your cell, did you? Uh-huh. Right, like.
I heard it
I
when the storm came.
heard it. I see, alright.
Faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
You know, I don't blame you. The storm made them go mad. Hang on, you said their faces changed, but that man's face looks normal. How do you know it was cannon fire, not thunder? Let's do that one, yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered that soldier and she's just trying to cover it up?
I don't think she's trying. Not this many. She couldn't have killed this many people from inside here. We can make her speak the truth. There are methods. Yeah, screw it. Why not?
Look, we don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left
See,
my
now
boat
you're
at the
talking.
island.
Now you're talking sense to me.
It should still be there.
Ooh, I left a boat at the edge. Of course you did. What's the catch? After all that,
Doesn't look like I have a choice, eh?
I like her.
Let me out.
She's pretty straight.
All three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisan smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out that cell.
Yeah, but we don't
Storm's
really
still
have much
there.
of a choice,
What if the
unfortunately.
boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
There's two of us and one of her.
Reasonable. Don't listen to him.
Look, there's two of us. I don't know if you're guilty or innocent. I don't care. Like, you know what? Facts. I agree with that.
Gods, that's the sanest thing I've heard all day.
I don't. That's true. Look, yeah, we'll get you out of here.
If we live to regret this,
If we live to regret this, you know, honestly, I'm pretty sure that if we live to regret this, we'll be dead. All right. Also, ooh, I don't. Ooh, okay. So I got new arm pieces here, right? That's everything. Eora, huh? How did he get all the way in here? Wait, hold on. If the gate was locked, how did he get in here? Yeah, that doesn't add up to me. You lying to me for sure. I need to go up there. Okay, let's go this way. So the NPCs, do they follow? They do follow. Ooh, I'm impressed. I don't feel like games typically do that very well. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not fully trusting her, that's for sure, but I know that she couldn't have killed everybody, so with that, let's actually equip the common bow. No. This and this. Left alt. Oh, okay. I see how this works. Okay. I have core gloves on. Do these provide more? Oh, plus 1% critical hit chance. Cool. Good to me. Common robe, 2% damage reduction, so I get. Is that it? Just additional damage reduction? Okay, well, oh, yo. Hello? Okay. Iron chunk and jail key and essence potion. Okay, cool. Oh, here. Okay, so can I shoot this? Oh, I can. Oh.
nice work.
Can I cancel this? Oh, you shoot it anyway. Is this unlimited ammo? This looks like unlimited ammo. Oh, it does. I'm not seeing anything with ammo related, so cool. You know what? That was not the button that I meant to push. That was an accident. Enemies have weak points that can be visualized while aiming.
You're gonna regret this.
Oh, yo. Okay, so it's hit scan, yeah? Yeet. Okay, so it is relatively hit scan. I like the feedback from this. This is pretty good. You're throwing rocks at him or you're throwing coconuts? What is that? You have a gun? Where did you get a gun from? Yo, I want a gun. Yo, you had a gun? Yo, if she had a gun on her the whole time, she could have killed me that easily. Yeah, she was lying to me. I know she was lying to me. Okay, how do we get up here now? Go this way?
Adherent soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused.
Yeet! Ugh. Okay. It's pretty forgiving, I think, as long as you can get pretty close to it. Go around to the side here. I assume we're supposed to go around.
Think they
Oh, I didn't think. Ooh. Okay, well, there's a slide.
They were bastards when they came here. All it took was time.
But adherents, we respect each other. We're raised to follow the rules.
Oh my god. I mean, you, look,
Matter.
you're definitely a good at
I'd say
two
you know
shoes.
better than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, look, people, didn't they bully me? Isn't that part of my history? Is that I was bullied as a godlike touched or whatever?
Stay in the tall grass. We can get the drop on them.
Oh, I like that.
Did your god give you that power too?
More coming. Stay down and don't get us killed.
Yeah, that was cool as hell. Can I, select your first ability. Charge, fighter, active, cost 20 essence, cooldown 10 seconds. Dash forward and smashing anything in your way, interrupting enemies and dealing explosive damage. Break enemy blocks, destroy walls, and shatter frozen enemies for bonus damage. K. Tanglefoot, ranger active, wizard active. Summon 3 magical projectiles that seek out enemies, dealing large amounts of damage to nearby enemies. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. This one sounds cool. I think we're gonna go with kind of a mage build here. I think a mage build sounds really cool. Minor missiles, yes. Casting abilities. When you level up, you'll be awarded ability points that can be spent purchasing upgrades. Cast abilities via the radio wheel E or from the quick select slots. Cost essence, yep. Okay. So can I do like yeet. Yeet. Okay, so if I use abilities, I can't re-attack here. Oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Yo! That was a crazy hit from that guy. Bonk. Okay. I love that it kind of sounds like hitting a home run with a baseball bat. I think that's so funny. Every hit sounds like I'm hitting a home run or I'm just knocking it out of the park. That's great. See, press left click near a fully stunned enemy to perform a mass. Well, oops, didn't see that. I was too busy yapping over here. Let's keep going here. And can I? Is there something I can break over here? Ah, yeah, there is. Ah, perfect. Ooh. You know what? That's all right. I'm gonna have to get used to not pressing 1 to swap to my primary and using left alt.
We've got the high ground. How should we do this?
Ooh, that was very close. I thought I could drop here.
Now you've done it.
Well, I was gonna be sneaky about it, but seems that they did not want me to be sneaky. All right, that works there. Hey yo! All right, let's take out the ranged guys first. Yeah, that's usually a good idea. So that way they can't shoot you from across the map. We'll throw some spells at you. Yes, and then we'll shoot you. And Eon Seek. Oh, so they go for the closest targets. Okay, that works. Yeet. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pop. Walk. Pop. Oh, he does a double hit. He does a triple. He's a triple hit. Yo, that's crazy. Out of item. Okay, so E. I'm gonna have to get used to this. I apologize, guys. I know gonna take me a little bit here to get used to that. Ooh. Okay, let's eat that roasted chicken. That'll give us all that back here. Is this essence? This refills my essence, getting those kills here. Oh, hold on. There's some plants over here. I kind of want to see. Oh, I can loot them. Okay, so some of them will drop stuff. That I can appreciate. And what are you? Soul sponge. I almost read that as soul splooge. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, and then we'll gather that. I'm seeing. Oh, okay, so I could have used those to deal some damage. Okay, so they've got environmental factors here. Ooh.
Wonder what they are. Maybe nobody knows.
Loot canisters is what they are.
Some kind of people who came here long ago.
Okay. So I can use environmental factors. I will try to keep that in mind. I apologize. You guys will have to give me at least the initial bit to kind of get used to the gameplay here. I haven't played like a Skyrim-like game. I play Souls-like games most of the time, so I'm not used to like hopeful things, if that makes sense. More like I'm used to the figure it out.
I tried to tell them.
Oh.
Why wouldn't they listen?
Are you? Yep.
You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
Whatever's on their faces.
That's a questionable decision.
To their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
I would agree. Now I get why you were scared of my face. Let's see.
It's uncanny.
I see.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's, well, look at him. He's
Right, but to a normal person, how would you tell?
Disturbs us. I had dreams, fabulous dreams. They tried to silence them.
steady yourself.
Uh-huh.
We're only trying to help.
I'm trying to figure out what this plague thing is doing. It's almost like it's bringing out their, like...
In the orchard.
It sounds like they're being connected to, like, one simultaneous organism, and the organism's like, oh, I'm in charge here. But, like, it's seeing what's going on through everyone's eyes that it's connected to. Your log mentions desertions and siege equipment. Who started this?
Spreading weeds. Nightmares. I should have been free to drink of the land.
Maybe not. Maybe it just brings out their personal inhibitions.
The venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
Just because he can't talk.
Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers!
Whatever to this man, a worm in the apple, like a worm in the apples of. Talk about poetic over here.
The sun! And you return death to us.
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots. Kill the rot.
Okay, so I'm assuming.
You're gonna regret this.
Yeah, boy, bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, hey, yo, what is he doing? What the fuck was that? Yo, yo, yo. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, I'm out of essence. Oh, okay. Hold F to eat. Give me essence. Yeet. Oh my god. Yo, what was that? Oh my god. Is this my boss fight? Oh my god, this is a boss fight. Good look, chill, bro. Okay, so can I jump on that when he does that? I am very hurt. Let's do okay, I will say that's a pretty cool finisher though. Senior officer's reprimand.
What is commission? Now look at him.
You know,
I can't believe him.
I'm not against trying the great hammer. I do enjoy great swords, so I might enjoy the great hammer as well. Can you? Okay, I can't block with that. Let's open up the sword. This is so wrong. Why are you opening a sword? There's bones in here. What am I doing? What? Taking all this. Oh, I can break this. Oh yeah. Yes. I don't know what's in here, but I'm taking it all. Alright, so the hammers, I assume, will take a lot more stamina to swing. Or maybe it's the same. Looks like it's about the same, actually. You guys see things over here? Feels like if there's extra, again, if there's extra areas, it feels like there's usually a reason for it. Yeet. Yeet. There is stuff over here. Yeet. Cool. We got some extra stuff. I'll take that. Is that everything? I think that's everything in this area. So we'll. I wonder if there's fall damage in this game. I haven't yet had any. There could be. There could very well be some. Break all that. Whatever is in there, we'll take. Oh, I can close that. Okay. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Salmon Adra. Adra? Adra?
We felt your presence like dew on a leaf. We wake. Heed us.
You alright? Can you hear me?
I heard a voice.
A voice? What did it say?
Said I had returned here.
Now your envoy's losing it.
No. I,
Now your envoy's losing it. She's like, yo, your man crazy, bro. Me specifically, like calling people suspicious person near Adra, can't they? I probably hit my head in the. That's honestly what I would be like. I must have hit my head pretty hard, so.
not like this. I've been round Ardra my whole life.
I don't think it spoke to anyone. Not even God likes.
That's some gift.
Just say something usually for people like me. Cool.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Now, we've still got to
So
get to
he's like,
Paradise.
yep, that's about right.
Just up ahead.
Gods, I hope you're telling the truth.
Yeah, but let me do a quick check around here. Like, see, there's pots that need breaking here, and when there's pots that need breaking, all true gamers know that you have to break every pot, even if there's nothing in them. You gotta break them. Take that. I will say it's running extremely smoothly, which is very nice. I can appreciate that in the game here. I've been playing a lot of
Thank the gods it's still here. Get
yes, the
on.
boat is here still. Okay.
There, in the distance. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Eora, you know.
The smuggler wasn't lying.
Oi, I told you. I'm defending myself.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Emperor sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumors about
Look, I don't know who he is, but I like him.
changing. Out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
I like that they all have like this Irish Scottish accent. I think it's Irish, but fate has drawn me for reasons. Think poisons its land. It has to be the dream scourge. I won't rest until I get. Yeah,
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Garrick, I like you.
Get on before I leave without you.
Aye, onward to Paradise.
I can appreciate that the characters look at who's talking and aren't just like blankly staring off into the void. Like that's really nice. So. All right, here we are. Like I was saying earlier, I have been playing a lot of Dark and Darker actually on stream. What? Anyone asks, you never met me. Okay.
Look, I'll let you save my life.
It counts for something to me anyway. Gotcha, gotcha. So at least you have some values. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't know if I should wink. Unless this is like a sarcastic wink where it's like, that's the Iridian diplomacy for you. Like, mocking kind of jokingly that like she hates us.
Aye, don't push her luck.
Okay, it seemed like it was kind of like a sarcastic thing, not like a romantic thing. Do all locals?
Not all of them,
Okay,
but it's not a great way to make friends.
okay.
Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place.
Yeah, anything I should need. I try not to get good. Yes, I'll do my best.
Go around acting like you own the place. All right.
All right, see ya.
Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
I appreciate that. Seems like a pretty decent person. All right, Garrick, what do you got to say?
Suppose this is where I leave you. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget.
Oh,
what
you're
you
both
did.
just ditching me. Aren't you supposed to be my like right hand man at this point?
I don't know.
Yeah. What are you gonna do now?
It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink.
That's fair. Where is
Don't
the
have
embassy?
to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port.
Yeah? Okay.
People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything.
All right. See ya.
Same to you.
Um,
You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
I like this guy. I don't know who he is. I hope he comes back around later. I don't know if we get a companion in this, much like a Fallout or Skyrim type style. I've been playing. Okay, hold on. I'll wait here. It looks like there's more talking. One sec.
Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the and he's late.
Thank you very much, alive.
What?
Nice.
Forgive
I
me,
like that guy.
I can be
Nice.
quiet. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded.
Like,
They told me
all
you
I'm
were
saying is I
godlike.
can always appreciate a good banter. You know, I get it.
Face, it's so...
Handsome, regal, authoritative, wretched. Should I play into what people say, or should I look? I feel like sarcasm fits well here.
You're doing great.
Forgive me again. We're having a bit of an emergency.
I don't know who this guy is, but I like him.
He's gone, along with our claviger. Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor.
I see.
More or less. Most
Okay.
people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So we made up some new ones.
I respect that.
Well, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate.
So they're dead. Is what I'm hearing. Is they're dead. Also, that guy has a rifle on his hip. I just realized that.
Ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but just ignore him.
I didn't mean to double click there.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
I'm down for that. 2 people missing and 2 searchers. How auspicious.
The Rowatine Navy didn't teach me fancy words, but I did learn how to count.
Okay, look,
Before you go,
I'm a fan of this
please
guy.
keep in mind
I
that
appreciate the
Envoy is
absolute sarcasm.
member of the court. Make sure he comes back alive, or the steel garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
That's true. You go in Kai or head out the steel, but what's this about the steel garrote? Garrote. That's that right?
The steel garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace, or so they say.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
That's true. I've never met
An
one.
order of religious cutthroats sharpening their blades for the glory of the
So we're going back to the good old crusade times.
Who needs
Gotcha.
enemies when you have friends like the steel garrote?
Yeah, I mean, look,
Maybe it's better if you don't mention me at all.
she's like,
Speaking
just
of the
don't
steel
mention it.
garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you, or possibly interrogate you.
Ooh, apparently I know who Ludwin is.
Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how?
I'm curious how. Fought by side as long as she was my mentor, taught me everything I know. We were lovers before the incident at Deadfire. We were lovers after her incident at Deadfire. Look, can I find Lodwin? Is that something? Is that here? No. Envoy? No. Claviger? Dang, I can't. Look, I don't know this. Is this? Look, I kind of want to say we were lovers before. Maybe are we lovers? Should I make him the lover? Make her a lover? Ooh, I feel like I should make her a lover. I feel like that'll make this way more interesting. But what if they're? Oh, maybe that's not a good idea. Let's just say we have a history and leave it at that. Yeah, let's do that.
The less I know, the
Look, maybe we don't claim titles yet. All right.
personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out.
Nah, that was just her sleeping with me. Apparently. Keep that to yourself. You wouldn't want to get on the Inquisitive bad side. Cernic. This could be in danger. Ominous. I also know that ask how she did that. Ominous. I have to ask how she did that. Oh God. Okay, I kind of want to.
Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwig later.
Ludwig. Gotcha.
First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
Cool. Fire and Ice. Kai's fired a powerful shot from his blunderbuss. He's got a shotgun? Oh, dude. I do enjoy a good blunderbuss. Dealing high stun to a single target and taunting them for 10 seconds. Order Kai to burn away webs, brambles, and other flames. So cool. Sounds like a pretty useful companion.
Glad to be on dry land after that voyage.
Yeah, I can say being shipwrecked is not a great way to end things. That being said, what is this?
Left these beacons all over the
Approach fast travel beacons to unlock the map. Ooh. Well, I clicked space because I was opening things. Locate party. So that brings me back to me. Okay, cool. Okay.
City's getting crowded.
This place looks cool. That's all I'm gonna say here. I'm thinking for this first episode, we'll do quite a bit. We'll probably end this first episode pretty near here.
Please.
How
hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
You know, as an envoy, Kai, trying to figure out what's going on here, it feels like I should probably ask this woman what's going on when she mentions things like souls, considering that that's what you guys have told me that I need to investigate is soul something. So let's go ask.
I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
Is there something I can help with?
Find a watcher.
What is a watcher? I'm sensing I sense an abiding restlessness in you. A watcher might just be the trick. Sure.
How did you?
Oh, I can predict things. That's right. That's the whole purpose of my backstory. Not a watcher, merely receptive soul to the beyond. What do you think I can help with?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house.
What is a
did they
Zorip?
do?
Hold on. Why would Zorops invade your house? That's what I'm
Why did they do
asking here as
anything?
well.
They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now
Aw,
this
not the
happens,
plants.
And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least
Look,
that's what
rightfully so. They don't know who's getting
I wonder
in.
if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
You know, when I'm looking at this, zero problem for you. I assume people can't get involved. Yeah, screw it.
The gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand.
I like side quests.
Then take my house key. It's
Oh.
northwest of here.
You know,
Cabin
that
on the
feels
cliff
like
by itself. Gods know
like
I
a
can't go
step
back.
too far.
nothing
You
to
know,
see
like
from
we
the
haven't even gone on a
where
date
it's
first. To
from.
give me a key to your house
Come
is
back
kind of
when you
crazy.
And make sure you get their leader too. I'm sorry.
Just said, you can move in. I
think
don't mind.
You'll go quietly. You'll have to kill.
You give me that's a promise. Understood. You don't have to worry much. Like, resolve. Why not?
That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but
Yeah, I don't know you, but you gave me the key to your house, so I assume it can't be that bad. That being said, let me see where her house is. Cottage. Can I do that. Let's track that quest for now. We'll do that one mostly because I kind of want to see what this is all about. Now, are these vendors over here? It looks like it on the map. Stores will allow you to buy and sell currency items. Cool. Talk to you. What do you got?
Friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here.
Cool.
I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak.
Who knows what mood she's in today? Okay. All right. Oh, we've got guns. Yes, I saw that. I saw a gun somewhere here. Where was that? Oh, is this yours? Volter's? Yeah, okay. What do I have right now? I have a common great hammer which does 37 physical compared to common bow. Well, this is what I want to equip. Do I have the bow equipped right now? Is that why? Yes. Let me see what you have for sale. Okay, so common mace, 37, 3% critical chance. Stamina cost. Okay, so it does cost me more stamina to use this than this one. Parry efficiency is 80. I can upgrade it. Oh, they have upgrades. Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy this, huh? I feel like since I'm playing as kind of a Viking. Oh, common greatsword though. 27 to 37. Less stamina cost. Look, man, I do be a fan of axes though as well. Look, I kind of want to buy this. I'm not gonna lie. How much do I got? 507. Can I sell this? I might just sell this here. Let's do sell. Accept. We're gonna buy the great sword. They do like great swords. We're gonna try the great sword. If I don't like it, we'll come back. Buy one. You're a wizard, Harry. I will come back and I will purchase an axe because I am also a fan of axe. So, common grimoire of elements. Chill blades, jolting touch, channel beam electricity that jumps from the caster's fingers to the nearest enemy, and then the nearest enemy, and then to the next nearest enemy, causing decrease of amounts of shocks and accumulation. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Fan of flames gets a cone of fire, spreading fire. This is pretty cool. I also kind of want to buy this. I'll check these out later. I want to see what else people have here real quick.
The living lands are
Inventory. Let's do weapons. Common greatsword.
a dangerous place.
Yeah, that feels appropriate.
Like you, sure. Heading out to the wilds. Makes
All right,
you
well, let's run through.
Come on.
Oh,
You're not still mad about that, huh?
I didn't realize. My bad. My bad.
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. I don't mind him. What are you interested in? Some
Yeah, are you
builders
guys all
from
friends?
Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I
lied to the
like
people.
him.
Do I have to spell it out?
Hey, you know what? She likes you, brother. Why you messing with her like that, huh? Okay, so she sells armor. What am I wearing right now? Common robe, which is 5%. Like this is a big difference. Oh, but I lose maximum stamina by quite a bit, huh? Heavy armor. I see. 15 is pretty good. What am I losing right now? 20 maximum stamina. But I take a lot less damage. Okay, so this is probably. I probably want light armor with what I'm using, huh? Vamp braces, 15% stun. That's probably not too bad, actually. Deerskin gloves. Ooh, 15% stamina of total. Bound boots. Let's buy these because we could use the extra stamina. That's probably pretty good. We'll do that. We'll upgrade a little bit here. Or gloves, right? No, these. Yeah, those. Yeah.
But harm.
And then what do you got? You food?
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion, and I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told me.
Okay.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
They're married?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to...
That's fair. That's fair. They're married? I'm so confused. Okay, so she sells food, or health potions. I could use some health potions. I think I'm gonna go through health potions pretty quickly here. So let's do two. Do two health potions. That should work. Essence regen is probably important as well. So let's grab 2 of those. Same with the carrot. So, and then we'll call it there. Cool. You've acquired an ingredient using to cook recipes at a party camp. Okay, this is gonna be pretty cool. So, all right, let's go check out her house. Do you think we can their predators metal? Cool. Let's go check out our house. After we check out our house, we'll probably call the video there for the first episode. It'll be a little bit of a longer one, but that's because it's kind of a intro episode and see what's going on. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of an intro video. Just wanted to get into this here. Oh, we're running all the way over here. Does that mean that he wants to talk to me? Is that what that means down here? Kai wants to say something?
The local militia's lax at the best of times, which these are not. Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads. Don't get too used to the comforts of Donshore is most people's first view of the and last brush with civilization.
Okay.
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city.
Oh, what is that? Yo, what is that? This looks cool as hell. Also, how do I put my weapon away? Okay, X is... I see. Z and X are healing. Quick heals. Gotcha. Set up party camp. Yes, why not? I don't know what this is, but we're gonna do it real quick. At a large age of wisdom throughout the living lands. Party camps, you can speak with companions, upgrade, and enchant gear. Oh. Cool. Well, let me talk to you.
You know, for most people,
This is kind of like Baldur's Gate a little bit, huh?
Is a punishment. But according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor.
Have unique connections with the Beyond. Advise the Emperor on matters of souls and divinity.
I should ask you for some good campfire stories later.
I like him.
Good to know. Though, people around here have reason enough to be twitchy as it is. Talk of the plague inland has folks stirred up. More than usual. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal
why would anything gets punished to be sent here? Talk about, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so...
Better you than me. I would agree.
Like, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they? I thought every god liked
Nope.
their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry.
That's fine.
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees
Interesting.
are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything.
Hangovers to indigestion.
Just in case.
Yeah, that's fair. People are right to fear. That's why I'm here to find the source and put a stop to it. What's known about the dream?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and
this is true.
violent.
That is what we saw in that one dude.
Seems to know exactly how it starts.
Let's see.
I like your confidence. Just be careful how you express it.
What? Why?
Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only...
Gotcha. Okay. It's like lots of military rule coming in is a little concerning. Gotcha. Okay.
Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Makes sense. I can foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. Living lands lost frontier at a little order stability needed. Yeah, probably.
Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but we're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles.
Yeah. It's tend to be suspicious of authority. Yes, makes sense.
What's your...
Let's see. I want to help. I'm going to stop the Dream Scourge one way or another. I serve at the Emperor's pleasure. He sent me here. That's it. Everyone's heard tales of the living land. I care for the adventure. Something calls me here. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connect. Ooh, that's tough because we haven't really been given too much of the story to want to like go into the like I don't know anything about the Emperor other than like, oh, you grew up serving me. It's like I could role play into that, but I don't really have a connection. Something called me here. I only just figured this out, so it's kind of more just like either this one I'm here for the adventure or I want to stop the Dream Scourge. I'm tempted to say I'm gonna stop this because that's why I came out. So
You need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but it's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
I kind of want more information here, so I'm gonna run through this dialogue here before we end this video. But I think we can call it here, and then next episode we'll go and check out the house. How about that? So why is the Soul Plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
Say, people afflicted with it have
That guy did say he was talking about dreams.
vivid dreams.
That makes sense. That kind of tracks.
Seeing them with reality. What starts as a
Like vivid dreams, yeah.
severe disorientation, and eventually, and then, so Dream Scourge.
That makes sense. Let's see, I've been hearing stories. I don't know if I should tell him that. I say like mine.
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until
That's fair.
Then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you.
This is true.
first.
This is true. All right. I've got questions about you.
Should I break out the booze?
Oh, that'd be great. What did you do? Is he originally from? How would I know this? What?
That must have been.
Go. When did you come here?
Years ago now.
Damn, that's a long time.
Drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before?
A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place. Lots of Rawatayan expatriates. You're pretty nosy, aren't you?
I am.
Don't be. Things just
My bad. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it,
didn't work out there. Let's leave it at that.
that's fair.
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth, or the striking blue of my scale?
Okay, so that's how we know. I don't know if that's appropriate to say. I feel like that's a touchy topic.
Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
Let's see, I thought your species is physically imposing.
That certainly doesn't hurt. Nor does the fact that many of us are excellent singers. If you ever find yourself in Takoa, visit the Lore College to hear the chanters.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Water shapers can sing the waves into incredible sculptures and devastating
Yo.
salvos.
That sounds cool as hell, actually.
Then you must have come during our sunny season.
During our sunny season.
Storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Honestly?
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make...
Yo, I like this guy. He's got sarcasm for days, and I appreciate that because I love a little sarcastic humor back and forth. I just don't know what's a touchy subject and which not. But I guess that's the line you draw with with sarcasm here.
Fertile soil. Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron.
So gunpowder.
The materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like we've got a lot of explosive weapons here.
It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful.
Cool. Rawatai's prosperity has become the envy of other old empires, as well as one of the most warlike expansionists.
It's been hard won across a variety. Some of the
Traditionalists
traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent, same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you.
Look, you know, that's not an awful way to live as a survivalist out there, so. What about Dawn Shore?
It's the gateway to the living lands. scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as
Okay.
most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came. Pathetic tales of their adventures in the living lands.
That's fair. You don't seem to think much of paradise or the people who come here. I thought the living lands are full of eccentrics, exiles, and criminals. Living lands are better to defend. What do you expect? Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here.
That's
Living
fair.
lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to...
That's fair.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest.
It's fair.
For a lot of people, the living lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others,
This seems like a fun place, I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
it was, for some, used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
ooh.
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote.
There's a lot of conversation and topic, but I feel like it's probably best to get this all out on the first. The start here, that way we're at least where we need to. Okay, cool. That's it for us. Unspent attribute points. Perfect. From the screen, you can view attributes and their related bonuses. You can increase your attributes by spending attribute points. Typical stuff. Reset your attributes in exchange for currency. Okay, so we can reset. So I assume there's got to be some kind of ability. Ooh. Ability tree fighter. Okay. First, let's do character. So we've got 1 point available. We can do more. We can do more damage, carry capacity. We can do more maximum health and bleed resistance. I'm thinking since I'm doing a big sword, probably attribute bonuses end at rank 15. Didn't it say something like maximum is 3 or something like that? I think I want to do more resolve for more stamina, mostly because if we're doing heavy weapons, we're going to need that. Again, I don't know if I want to stick with heavy weapons, but it probably doesn't hurt. More health would be nice as well, actually. For now, let's do some stamina. Then we can focus on damage and health. But I think that's probably where we want to do for now. Yes, 2 to 3. Perfect. I've got some stuff in my inventory they want me to check. I don't want to go through all that. So let's do this. Godlike. Things that innate to you as a godlike. The ability will be unlocked at key moments in your journey. It will be different depending on the choices you make. Okay. Oh, different. So a little bit of replayability. Tree companions. When your companions level up, you'll be able to spend companion points. Gotcha. Okay, so my options are wizard, ranger, or fighter. I'm thinking we go a little bit of the wizard route. So let's look at, I see armored essence. Oh, I don't have an option. I can be rank 2. I have to be level 5. What is this one? Unlocks armored essence. Decreases the essence penalty for light and medium armor. Ooh. It's a passive. I can go up in armor here at least. That would have been nice to get this a little. Let's get it, because I probably will want to go the heavy. Oh, I don't have points available. Just kidding. I lied. Abilities? Oh, abilities. That's why. These are all passives, huh? I don't have any points available, huh? Oh, I have one point for Kai. That's what this is. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Kai, fire and ice. Fires a powerful shot. Active, passive. When Kai sees reduced 0, he revives himself by restoring 50%. That's probably not bad. Leap of daring. When a might crashes upon an enemy, stunning and taunting all enemies nearby. Regenerate health and increases damage reduction by 25%. That's probably not awful. I probably want him to be my front line here a bit. So let's give him this. The intent of making him a little bit of our frontline person. So, you know what I do want to see actually? Great swords here. Yeah, great swords deal very high damage and stun. They also have high block efficiency, allowing them to block with low stamina cost. However, they swing moderately so with high stamina cost. Okay, so the only penalty here. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see what else is there. Can I cook? Cook recipes. Ooh, cooking recipes, like the recipes. Okay, so we've got cooking. We've got quite a bit in here, actually. This is good for both. Stew. Produce vegetables. Let's make a stew. Why not? Yeah, craft. Alright, that makes, what are these good for? +2 constitution, okay. +2 intellect, maximum essence, health regen. That looks good to have. Essence regen is probably good, so let's do craft. And we want to get some of this essence regen. Can I make more? Why did it not let me make more before then? Oh, okay. There we go. I can make grenades? Look, I might want to make some of that. I'm not going to lie. Cures poison, bleed, elemental accumulation, restores health based on the amount cured. Okay. Let's make one of these just so we have that. Cool. And with that, take a look at the workbench here for upgrades. Yeah. Upgrades for the great sword. We need iron chunks and paradisian ladder. Okay, crafting. We have nothing that we can craft yet. Cool. Party stash. Store items.
As long as I've got my feet facing the bow.
Honestly, don't hate this. But I will put those in there since I won't be using them. We can put in the other. We want those since I'm wearing those, right? Yes. And then we want to make sure we put those back on because we want to make sure that we have those. Oh no, we need the gloves. That's what we need. And then we'll do messenger's boots. And we want these on. Cool. All right. So next is sleep. So is there a sleep method here? Stashing items in inventory can reduce overall weight and prevent encumbrance. Yes.
This much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing.
Can I sleep somewhere here? Enchant unique weapon. Okay. Oh, if you have a unique weapon. Okay, gotcha. What is that? What is that? Can anybody tell me what this is? If anybody knows what that is, please let me know. That would be great. And with that, oh, cancel. Okay. With that, I think we can call the video here. So I'll do a new save here real quick. Like it is saving. Make sure it saves after this. Cool. With that, guys, thank you for joining me for the first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to drop some comments down here for tips or anything that I need to know while jumping into this game, that would also be great. If anybody knows what the hell that is on the rock over there, that would also be great. But with that, guys, I will see you in the next episode, in the next session. So have a great evening. Thank you for joining me.